What's up, John?
What is going on, Eric?
All right, so we got another good match today.
Dude, I see you repping the Dead Zero
Dead
shooting
Zero.
park.
Yes.
Nice. That's where we hold the V squared. Yeah.
This is where the matches are held for the last 3 years, and it's an amazing range. If you've never been there, go check it out. Also, let's get some of the house cleaning out of the way. Like this video right now. Just go like it. That helps us grow the viewership, and it's going to get a lot more people, hopefully, involved in the sport. So do your part, please. Hit the like button. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, also hit the subscribe button. And that little share button right there, use it. Share it on Facebook, social media, whatever. Send it to your friends, text, whatever. Just help us get the word out. These matches are growing, and we're trying to this is our attempt at making F-Class a spectator event. So anyway, help us out.
Well, and then this is going to be, I mean, for people that don't know, this year we're going to have, I think we're going to have more videos out this year than the last 2 years combined.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of videos coming.
Yeah, we did last couple of years, we've been trying to figure out how to film, the best way to film, and it's been a nightmare. So this year, finally, we kind of got it figured out. So we're going to have a lot more videos this year than we did last year, and hopefully we'll have even more next year. So as we learn more and figure out a good way to do this, you know, you're going to get better. Quantity and quality are going to go up. So help us out with that.
Yeah. And a big shout out to Vidivori and Vortex, our sponsors. Without them, none of this would be possible.
Exactly. So, you know, send them a message, whatever, thank them, all that good stuff. Tag them. When you share this on social media, make sure you tag them. Vidivori and Vortex. That's it.
Yep.
You ready, John?
Let's do it. Who do we got today?
Barry Holcomb and Joe Fairley.
Oh, nice. Yeah, two Southern boys.
Yes, sir.
Right. Yeah.
All right, so Joe takes the first shot, and it's a 4.
1.
Joe's going to make a little adjustment here for his sider.
Now, the flags are fairly dead. But if anything, they're going left to right, so he just went upwind a little bit.
And we got Barry shooting a Wisdom, right?
I believe he is. It's either a Wisdom or a PRCW. You know, 7mm, 6.5 PRC necked up to 7mm.
And what about Joe? What's Joe shooting here?
Joe is shooting a Sherman Max.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, look at that. They both found the V there.
Yeah.
Joe's going to take his second sider. Oh, that's man. That's horrible.
Yeah. So he's definitely not going to convert that.
No. Well, those flags just ain't telling you much out there, are they?
Well, just hold center.
Yeah.
Literally at this point, you know, I mean, compensate for wind drift and send it.
Yeah.
Those guns that they're shooting, keep in mind this is F open. So those guns are big enough that even if there's 1 or even 2 miles an hour out there, they're going to cut through that and still get you a 5 if you're perfectly centered on the windage.
Yeah. All right. So Barry got V1 on there. That's good.
Yeah. Now, Joe, he's as dead as the wind is right now. They need to be hitting that V-ring. And Joe seems to, he hit it on the first one, but then he's had 2 5s after that.
Yeah. Oh. Barry matched him.
5, 2, 1. Thank you.
We got a little bit of flag activity on the right. Not much. Just a little bit more than we had.
Uh-oh. Joe's reaction is, I guess, pretty fitting.
I mean, it like started with anger and ended with laughter.
Well, it started with surprise, I believe. But
okay.
it was one of those things. I think he was surprised, but at the same time he was expecting it because he kept trending low, and so did Barry. And then he finally just fell out the bottom, and finally he clicked the scope.
Yeah.
So it's one of those where you kind of learning what's going on out there.
Oh man.
Thank you.
Yeah, Joe just seems like he's obviously hitting center most of the time, but it's just very inconsistent with where it's landing for him.
Barry seems to be finding the groove.
Yeah, Barry's definitely in there. There he goes.
Yeah, but that 4 is gonna weigh on him pretty heavily.
Yeah, it's never easy in these matches. I mean, it's...
5 on.
Looks like we're almost in a bit of a tailwind right now.
Thank you.
Just a little bit.
They're both kind of trending low and left now. I mean, there's stuff out there. Don't get me wrong. It's they're having to compensate for it. The wind's going the other way now.
Yeah.
It kind of was right to left when we started, and now it's wanting to flip. So I think that's why now they're trending on the other side of the center.
5-8 on. Thank you.
Joe was playing the safe side there.
Oh, Joe's already chambered another one. I hope he doesn't send it.
Oh no. That would be horrible.
Yeah. So for those out there that don't know, if you shoot out a turn, for example, if Joe had shot another shot right there, he would lose 5 points. But he didn't shoot, so that's good.
Yeah. And that was a little bit out of character. You see even right now, he doesn't have the bolt closed, it definitely was out of character. You could definitely see where that could have caused an accidental shot on his part.
Yeah, and this is one of those things that you will notice with different shooters. Some shooters have just a very polished routine. They do the exact same thing every time. And Joe seems to be kind of inconsistent as to how he prepares for the next shot.
Yeah.
But, nonetheless, he's a pretty good shooter.
Oh, yeah. And, Barry's just cruising along, 5v,
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
And look how Joe opens that bolt. He puts a lot of leverage on it, and he rocks that gun every time he opens that bolt.
Yeah.
And watch Barry open the bolt. Barry does not upset the gun at all.
No, gun doesn't move. Yeah,
it's these minute things. Look at Joe. Look at Joe open the bolt.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that other time he was just upset because he opened it fairly smooth that time.
But even that shot, I mean, he barely caught that 5.
11 on.
Oh man, Barry's walking away with that V count.
Thank you.
No. Are you gonna try to jinx him now? Oh man.
13 on.
Joe just can't find it.
So do you think at this point Barry's like just playing it a little safer with his holds at this point with 4 shots left?
Yeah, I would. I mean, he's got he's got a 4 to give, and he's still ahead just because his V count is so much higher.
12 on.
Very safe side of that V.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's gun just seems like it's just kind of all over the place right now. Ooh. Did you see Barry there?
Yeah, he would still be ahead, but yeah, you don't want to lose points.
All right, so Joe's in there now, 2 Vs in a row.
And again,
he's all out.
Well, the beauty about this format is even if he loses this one, he still has a chance to fight back.
Mm-hmm.
514.
Barry's trending
last
high.
couple shots trending high, yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
Andy's all out.
Thank you. You said, think I'll go get my other rifle.
He's going to switch rifles.
Yeah. So Joe now has a different rifle than he had before.
Correct.
Better ones are 4.
And for those that don't know F-class rules, you cannot change the rifle during the match unless there's an improved.
Well, this is not F-class rules. I mean, they're very similar, but
very similar.
Our rules are
yeah.
that during siders you can change rifles or between stages. Once you go for record, once you take your siders or whatever, once you get past your siders, no more changing unless it is a mechanical failure.
Yeah.
So Joe changed rifles between stages, which is perfectly fine.
Take that one.
Yep.
Thank you.
Joe taking his time a little bit here.
Cider. Thank you. I'll take both.
Right, so he converted both.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. He switched rifles and all, and he was still able to convert both siders.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So each shooter, we're doing pair firing.
Oh!
For those that... Oh.
Look at Barry. He's smiling a little bit. He's like, I think he knew he gave a little too much.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened because he's smiling, going like, God dang it, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, we've all been there. What I was going to say is everybody that's watching, they get 45 seconds from the time they acknowledge the previous shooter shot. So they do get a little bit of time, but it's not a whole lot.
V, 3 on.
Well, now Barry's in that same position, right? An early 4. Joe's got the V's and 5s starting off now. So a direct flip from the last match or stage.
V, 4 on.
Oh, man, this rifle's shooting a lot better than the last one.
Yeah, he's definitely going where he thinks it should go at this point, instead of kind of erratically hitting high and low and doing some different things.
Now Barry's hit all V's except for that 1-4, so it's not like he's shooting bad. It's just he gave it just a little too much on that one shot and cost him a point.
Yeah. And you think of it like a sprint, right? If you stumble out of the gates, it doesn't mean you can't win. It just means you got to run the rest of that race perfect. And either of these guys can do that. It's just it's tough sometimes. And Joe's in the same position. He's all V's except for 1-4 or 1-5. So
5.
Yeah, that's not the same position. That's not the same position.
I don't mean like that. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it's a drastic difference.
Yeah, okay. I'll take Joe's position for sure. But
exactly.
6 on. Thank you.
I guess that was a poor way of saying they're both doing very well with the V count so
yes.
far.
V, 6 on.
But look at those right side flags picking up.
5, 7 on.
Yeah, and they're not coinciding. One's going right, one's going left. So.
And then the left side flag is kind of going from a tailwind to a left now, and it was right a second ago. So it's all over the place.
V, 7 on.
God, Barry's right in there with that V count, but man, that 4
all the
is
flags
really
just switched.
That 4 is really weighing on him.
Yeah. Look at those right side flags. They all flipped over now.
V, 8 on. Thank you.
Joe's got that, what do they call it, tablet head, where he, as soon as he shoots, he looks over to the tablet.
I call it prairie dogging. You know, popping up. Pop.
Oh no, that's not good.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a big one too. That was that first one was it was on him. This one, I'm not gonna say it's on him. It's just oh, that one's on.
Oh.
See how he opens the bolt?
Yeah.
Watch.
The gun just kind of rattles a little bit.
Well, see that?
Yeah.
When well, I mean, he's upset.
Yeah.
And I think that could potentially cost you more than 1 point because you just upset the entire rifle.
Yeah. I know we've had 2 out the right 4s. Barry's got to do something to get it back in here.
Oh no.
Oh.
4, 9 on.
He tried. You know he did.
Man, you can see it on his face. Just, man.
5, 10 on. Thank you.
Joe just stole a hubcap there.
Yeah, those flags are pushing pretty good. Right to left now, or left to right rather.
And you know, like we talked about, Joe saw that shot go out the right. You know, Joe gave it extra, and Joe still almost went out the right. I mean, that was.
Well, he went out the right on the previous shot, and you know he had to give it some.
Yeah, but then he sees Barry go out the right after him.
Yeah. So that was just an additional verification.
Yeah, and it was still downwind. With those flags, like you said, they're moving. I mean, it's enough.
5, 11 on. Thank you.
Whenever you're ready. Yeah, I'm ready. You go first, right? Okay.
5, 12
And Joe's keeping it in there. You know, Joe's only got 3 shots left. Barry needs him to make a mistake here.
Yeah, those flags, they died down, so they're having to move in on their hold.
5, 12 on. Thank you.
Oh, man.
All of a sudden, they can't hit V's.
Thank you.
Yeah, they need the wind to pick up first.
Well, it's inconsistent right now. It's doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, look at the left flag blowing left, right one's going right.
Yeah, one thing that's not noticeable here is the mirage. The mirage gets really bad, and there's it causes the target to bounce a lot. You don't have a clear picture of the target at 1,000 yards. So it looks like it's
bouncing. It looked as clear as our target.
It looks like it's bouncing. Uh-oh.
Oh.
4, 14 on.
Wow.
Thank you.
See, he just closed up. Okay, there. I was going to say, he just closed the bolt, but he opened it quick. Oh, man. That's got to be killing Barry. Look at him. Because every time he gets a chance to get back in it, he follows it up with another 4.
Thank you.
And Joe's all out.
I can see the last shot.
Now, Barry could have taken his last shot.
Yeah.
Maybe tried something different in the wind if he thought it was of any value, but clearly he felt like he was ready to take a break and move on.
Yeah. Well, looks like Joe's going to stay with that rifle. I would too.
Yeah. Much better than the first one. And it's been probably 10 or 15 minutes since they shot their last stage. So this is it.
This is for all the marbles.
Thank you.
Wow.
Jeez.
Shatter 1-4.
That's how much it changes in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to take that one.
I'll take it. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, man.
4, shatter 2. Thank you.
That left flag is picking up, so.
Well, he fixed his elevation and went out the right. Hopefully he can fix that and bring it in for his first shot.
Wow.
Oh.
4,
He,
2 on. Thank you.
Joe has some choice words.
well, I mean, I would too. I mean, he saw it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know if he gave it any. Wow.
Oh, man.
4, 1 on.
What is going on?
Yeah, Barry can't believe it. He's just. He's surprised.
Ooh.
D, 3 on. Thank you.
All right, so Joe found it. Hopefully, Barry will get in it.
Yeah, Barry needs this one badly.
Yeah, I mean, if he needs to get. I mean, they're both down 1 point, and he's behind 2 Vs, so he needs to hit it. There you go. He needs to get in the center, and that way he can stay in the hunt.
Thank you. D, 4 on. Thank you.
Amazing what a difference this gun is compared to Joe's first gun.
Yeah. All right, Barry's back.
D, 3 on.
Looks like we got a match all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Barry's behind by 1 V, but he's also behind 1 shot, so
Yeah.
that may give him a slight advantage.
D, 5 on. Thank you.
Look at the way Barry shoots compared to the way Joe shoots.
Five, 4 on.
Yep.
Thank
You're
you.
talking about Barry's a little bit more of a free recoil. Joe's a little bit more hard holding.
No, I'm just talking about the system. Barry seems to be very polished, and Joe, you see, the minute he shoots, he looks at the screen. Okay, he actually followed through on that.
5, 6 on.
Well, that's my point. He's not.
Yeah.
He does something different every time.
Yeah. Sometimes he closes the bolt. Sometimes he comes off the gun. Yeah.
V, 5 on. Thank you.
But that's not to say he can't shoot. I want to make sure. I want to make sure that's clear. He can obviously shoot very well.
5, 7 on.
Man, he needs that. He needs to hit those V's. Otherwise, Barry's going to catch him. And he's aware.
I mean, overall, you know, if we've been tracking those flags, they're pretty anticlimactic out there. I mean, a little bit of change here and there, but and you can You can see it reflects on how they're shooting.
Yeah, this is going to come down to the V's.
No.
Okay, it's a V.
Oh, Joe missed that one.
V6 on.
Thank you.
He was waiting for Barry to shoot, and Barry was waiting for Joe to score. Now, they're not the only ones shooting. There's a lot of people shooting all around him, so there's a lot going on.
5, 8 on.
And Joe can't hit. He can't find that V bull anymore. And that's gonna start to worry him because again, Barry seems to have found. I was gonna say Barry seems to have found it, but
7 on.
Wow.
he barely kept that one in there.
Barely.
Ooh.
9 on.
So look at those
Look at that
flags.
flag on the right.
Yeah, they're pushing. They're pushing to the right, so they're drifting to the right. So Barry should make a correction here. Hopefully not too much. Oh, barely caught it. I was gonna say he should make a correction here. He's been seeing how they've been trending, right?
That's a pucker 5 right there.
Man, that was close.
Jeez.
Now Joe's gonna push left, but the flex died down. Oh no, he got it.
10
Yeah.
on.
Because the danger there is he sees Barry, holds a little bit more, it lets off, and he goes out the left.
Yeah, but no, those flags are still up.
All up. 5.
It did not pick it up,
Nope.
so he needs to just shoot another one.
Hold your hand up.
Okay, well, all you have to do is shoot another shot right there.
Barry's checking targets to the left and right. You can see him.
Didn't
It
register.
didn't register. Keep going and I'll figure it out. Okay.
And that's the match director talking right there.
Yeah.
So now Barry had a round go down range. They're trying to figure it out. In the meantime, they're just sitting there watching the conditions.
Yeah, this is a tough situation for Barry because the flags are going the other way now. But
Yep. And he's got no data to work off of from the shot that did go down range. He's probably well over a minute now.
yep,
Oh,
it cost him. Again, all he had to do there is just shoot another one. When it didn't register, he and Joe both agreed they should have just shot another one. Live and learn. But, you know, they're both shooting on the same target and they're alternating. Could have happened to Joe, just like it happened to Barry.
yeah.
5, 11 on.
Thank you.
Just bad luck.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
V10 on.
Now they're hitting on the other side of the target. The flags flipped over.
Five, 11 on.
So at this point, they're tied down to the V count, even though Barry's still 1 point behind.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And there it is.
Oh.
13 on.
Thank you.
Oh,
Gave it too much.
12 on.
the same thing you said on the last stage, though. You know, the door opens and he just can't get through it.
Oh,
Oh,
just
man.
caught it.
Oh man, you see Barry?
Yeah.
Thanks for stealing that one.
Yeah. Hey, that's the name of the game, right?
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
13 on.
Man. It looks that was classic. That was classic. Oh, there it is. So
Yep.
15 on.
Thank you.
How many points?
1, 2, 3. You dropped.
Okay, I'll concede.
Oh, that was crazy. It's the wind was switching both ways, and it seemed like the cycle seemed to always fall on Barry. You know what I mean? When the switch would happen, it seemed like Barry had to make the call, and Joe would kind of work off of that call. And
it was
again,
interesting to watch.
It's pair fire, right?
Yeah.
It's luck of the draw. They did have that mishap with the target, but again, could have happened to Joe as well, and he could have just simply just shot another shot and kept on running.
Yeah. And I mean, that happens when, outside of this match, we see that happen with pull targets. Somebody drops a spotter, a marker, suddenly the target's down for another 30 seconds. And, so it's just dumb luck. Just happens.
But, Barry does not get knocked out here. He simply goes to the one loss side and keeps on trucking. But, that was a hell of a match.
And good on Joe for recognizing clearly he had faith in his number one gun that he put on the line. It takes like people probably think, oh, it's really easy. Oh, the gun's not shooting. I'll grab my other gun. It's not that easy. There's a lot of mental that goes into, switching out guns, because you're putting a lot of faith in, okay, I know what this gun's doing. I don't know for sure what this gun's going to do today. And, he made the right call, and I mean, that gun started hammering for him. So.
That happened to me when I was sent to the one loss side. My rifle that had been shooting extremely well, it opened up, and I thought to myself, no, just keep shooting it. It's fine. This rifle is fine. Because I'd been winning. I had won that morning pretty convincingly. I mean, the rifle shot really well. And I just kept shooting it, and sure enough, it just didn't hold up. I was sent to the one loss side, and the following day I shot my other rifle, and I won all my matches. The second day, that rifle was just really good. But like you said, it's not that simple just to go and grab another rifle. Sometimes it doesn't work out. But it worked out for Joe, and he moves on.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a good match. It was interesting to see. It's we've seen it more and more. I mean, I think a lot of the matches we've done so far for this year, somebody loses the first stage, battles back for the second two. And, you're never out of this until you're out of it. So
exactly. Never quit fighting. Keep pushing. Anyway, that's it. Like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Anything else, John?
Absolutely. Nope.
All right. Later. Bye-bye.
See ya.